What's happening, folks? Coach Johnson here, IYC Coaching. Today, I'm going to give you the three main reasons why Krav Maga training can help you lose weight. Pretty exciting, isn't it? Yay, let's get going. Step number one, fairly obvious. If you are not training actively right now in any really activity, martial art or otherwise, you're not burning very many calories. Being active is going to burn more calories. Now, Krav Maga is kind of interesting in the fact that there is elements of kickboxing, there's elements of jiu-jitsu, there's elements of Thai boxing and lots of martial arts. So it's not a mixed martial art in the same category as UFC style fighting. It's a mixed martial art in that since it's designed to handle a large variety of threats, armed, unarmed, single attacker, multiple attacker, there's a lot of training that kind of works all parts of the body. And it makes it really interesting and different because the drills that we often do in Krav Maga to simulate unpreparedness or, less than favorable odds often are very, very vigorous. So the first thing that's going to happen is that you are going to be more active than if you aren't training in class. And every school is a little bit different. Some schools are very big on the conditioning element, with the exercises and the cardiovascular, and some schools are very big on the technical side. But no matter what's happening, you're being active. You're not going to train in Krav Maga and not move around a lot. Just saying. All right. Step number two, and you're going to hear me say this a lot. This is a fundamental belief system I have in my own training and my own academies and my own instructors. And that is, I consider your fitness to be part of your self-defense. So for me, it's not fitness or self-defense. They are the one and the same. Here's what I mean by that. So let's say, and that's these lots, let's say you are a talented practitioner. You have lots of skill. You know lots of ways to escape really bad situations, but you are not in good shape. So you only have a gas tank that lasts about 30 seconds. For most situations, that would probably be adequate, but not all. What if there's more than one person? What if you have to fight somebody, you run, and then you have to fight somebody else? So from my perspective, your fitness level, which is your body fat, not just your body fat, not just how lean you are, but also what kind of condition you're in, is part of your self-defense. They are not separated, which is why on this channel, we kind of put them together. This brings up a lot of negative feelings when I mention this in the martial arts community because it's very fashionable for martial arts instructors to be very out of shape. Not so much Krav Maga, but we see this a lot in the more traditional systems because they're, so deadly they don't need to fight more than 8 or 9 seconds. The challenge that brings is you just have to have this ability. You have to be able to fight under pressure for an extended period of time. The reality is, in this country, and I'm in America, obviously, if you didn't recognize my accent, is that we're a pretty safe place. The chance of anybody really having to use self-defense skills in a physical manner is very small. So I don't want the time that you find out that your training is not have had the conditioning element into it be when you actually are confronted with a violent scenario. So step number two, the reason Krav Maga training will help you lose weight is because fitness is part of the curriculum. At least it is with us. And I would say most martial arts practitioners that do Krav Maga that I know take it pretty seriously. Now, here's probably the third and best reason that Krav Maga training can help you lose weight. And that is you are now going to be surrounded by like-minded individuals who also want to improve their self-defense skill, who also want to live a better life, who also want to learn to walk in peace. So they're going to help. That positive energy is going to work towards the common goal of that tribe, that culture, of that academy to help you stay in shape. They're going to be supportive. So if you're feeling like you don't come to class, you should be getting a call from either the instructor, I don't mean call, nobody calls, a text, whatever, or from your fellow students go, hey, Josh, I haven't seen you in class. Hey, Jessica, where you been? We missed you. That right there, and I'll tell you from my personal point, that was the catalytic moment for me when I started martial arts that really changed everything. Because I came from an environment where positive peer groups were pretty few and far between. Martial arts training was the first time I ever experienced that personally. Now, your experiences might be different. But if you're trying to lose weight and looking for a fun way to make it easier, This is a great way to do it. So you're going to be active, you're going to burn more calories. Fitness and self-defense are not mutually exclusive. In my opinion, they are simply extensions of one another. You have to be able to, because here's the thing, guys. You don't get to determine when self-defense happens. The only factor that you're completely and 100% in charge of is how good a shape you're in. You don't know if the person's going to have a gun, a knife, if they're twice your size, half your size, if there's 5 of them, 2 of them, are you in a car, parking lot, you at a kid's soccer game, you don't know. Your conditioning, your fitness level is not only 100% within your control, but it's like the only thing that you have control over in self-defense. Sport fighting is very different. I know my opponent's strengths and weaknesses, or at least I can guess. I know he or she's going to be the same basic size as me, probably about the same experience level. That's why it's a sport and not self-defense. All right. And the third reason, and I think probably the most important, is by being in a Krav Maga class, learning how to protect yourself, learning how to be a better citizen, learning how to walk in peace. You're going to be surrounded by like-minded individuals that are going to help buoy you up. They're going to support you when you're having a rough day. And you, my friend, you get to be the support system when someone else in your class is having a rough day or they haven't come in for a while. Reach out to them. Find out where they've been. Be the support system. All right, I hope that makes sense to you guys. So I'm a big fan, obviously, of Krav Maga, and it will help you lose weight if that's what you want. And most people in America do. At least they should. Just saying. All right, so if you like this content, if you find it useful, please subscribe to the channel. Throw me a like. That's one of these things. And hit the bell notification so you know when I have new videos coming out. I really appreciate the support. I'm going to do my very best to keep bringing good content to you that I hope you find useful. But your comments will let me know. If you find it useful, let me know. If you think, well, Coach, everybody knows that. You're telling something that everybody knows. Well, I don't want to be, repetitive, although I will be. All right, Coach, you out. Much love. Have a fantastic day.